Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Chicago Sky as they play against the Las Vegas Aces. And from Sin City, I'm Blake Suniga, joined by two terrible poker players, Brian Banafiteni and Tim Swartz. And we're in for a good one tonight.
Well, an extension of the coach on the floor. Gray's outstanding court vision makes her a true point guard.
Pass to Willoughby. Vandersloot. Atkins, covered by Lloyd. Here's Reese. Here's Cardoso. And the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a three-point play.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
And the Aces with possession. Wilson outside. Pass to Young. That's good, and it's Asia Wilson with the assist.
And this is how you finish through contact. Young showing some strength.
Here's Vandersloot. Out of bounds, it'll be Aces ball. Now here's Young. She's covered by Willoughby. The three. And Jackie Young, good for three.
Well, usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Fires top of the key. Vandersloot, no good.
You don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
And it's Gray missing. On offense, here the Sky. A 4-point game. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Atkins. Here's the three. Chicago again missing.
A shaky first few minutes. 5 attempts with only one make.
To the middle. Lets it go. Out to Lloyd. 6 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening frame.
If they match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Now here's Vandersloot. To halt the run. Reese, no good. Wilson outside. Gray. Back to Wilson. Lloyd, defended by Atkins. Inside, here's Wilson. That's in, coming off an assist from Jackie Young.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly. Enough to deal with their passing.
Now here's Young. He has 5. Here's Lloyd. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Reese with it. Arvatius is there. Pass to Atkins. Willoughby from deep. Wilson pulls it down. Here's Gray. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
Now here is Lloyd. Pass to Young. And she lays it straight in.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots in.
Just not the corner she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
Well, you have to like the work on the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy, kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
The Aces with the lead. Gray up top. Vandersloot defending. Cardoso with the block. The three. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. And so the first quarter in the books. The Aces on top. They lead by 8. And don't. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
Some great defense on their part so far in this one.
They've really worked well as a unit to help on drives and rotations.
Pass to Willoughby. Fires from deep. It's good from long range.
Well, from the arc, Willoughby can be fearless, putting her complete trust in her mechanics to get it done.
Here's Ipupa. Stokes. She's guarded by Williams. Here's Ipupa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jackie Young.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Evans. Here's Stokes. She's guarded by Williams. Stokes misses. The Sky trail. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute of play. Allen's shot is off. Pass to Stokes. Ipupa. And that's a foul called on Willoughby. That's her first foul. Here's Gray. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Evans with the bucket.
Confident shot from Evans. Loves putting it up. Believes in herself.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over. Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played. Here's Banham. Gray defending. Goes up, high post. Banham, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor. It's all adding up.
Well, you look across the team stats, it's one of many areas they're winning, and they've secured a big lead.
They've looked very sharp tonight.
I'm loving it.
Young's shot is off.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space. To get her shot off.
Gray outside. Nails the 16-footer.
A hard worker who is always getting better. Gray's mid-range game is pretty fine-tuned now.
Shot to stop the drought. Onion Wade, shot is good.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Up top, Young. And it's in.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Here's Banham. Gray defending. Onyenwere. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
What makes Onyenwere so dangerous, inside, outside, in between, she'll score it from all three levels.
Here's Young. Out to Gray. Pass to Lloyd. Clock at 6. Off target from three-point range. Here's Banham. Here's Williams. Just outside. Takes the 3. Cans it from downtown.
They are absolutely stroking it from outside.
And here are the Aces now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Now a timeout called by Las Vegas. Gray right side. Falls through. She's now made 2 out of 4.
You know, not a great start for her in the first, but she's quickly turning that around.
Vandersloot shot is good.
So clever with the ball in her hands. If you fall asleep defensively, Vandersloot will pull up on you.
Pass to Lloyd. Jacks up a 3. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Vandersloot, no good.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
But they'll get another chance. There's Jewel Lloyd with the 3. And the Aces, another 3. And here is Vandersloot. And we finished one half of play. Aces ahead. They lead by 14. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. And, you know, Jewel Lloyd has been really making it happen, guys.
I know we've said it about 1,000,000 times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Gray outside. Lloyd, defended by Atkins. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. 9 points in the game. Again, Jewel Lloyd missing. Right side, Reese. Wilson with the steal. Outside, Lloyd. Gray. It's good.
Using a soft touch and a purposeful offensive approach, Gray's able to finish around the basket in a variety of ways.
Vandersloot shot is off.
Talk about hurting your team. She just can't get anything to fall out there.
Here's Parker Tyus. And the 3 off target. Outside, Reese. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Right around 1.5 minutes played in the third quarter. Pass to Young. Floats one. Chicago with the rebound.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Here's Reese. That shot off. Great D that time from Parker Tyus. Jackie Young drives in. No room at the end. Locked out for the 6th time in 10 attempts.
She has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it really hasn't affected the team that much. Well,
timeout called the Sky. From deep, Ariel Atkins buries the long-range jumper.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the 3-ball.
Tries from 7. Wilson can't hit.
That's a big part of what they want to do defensively. That's limiting her easy chances inside.
And she's good on the 3-ball.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the D's just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
And that one's good. Wilson.
Shaky defense down low again. It's just been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like this inside.
And that one's good. Atkins.
And they're really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has been really unstoppable of late.
Yeah, and I don't know why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but you know what they say, Tim, it's better late than never.
And I'm happy because finally we got a good game. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball not only inside, but convert those opportunities.
No doubt what their offensive philosophy is today. Pound that ball inside.
I love it.
And it's Atkins missing.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Here's Wilson. Chalk up 2 right there.
They're doing a terrific job of getting the ball inside, attacking the paint. That's an area, and it's a key area on the court that they control.
Yeah, once they identified what an edge they had inside, they just continued to attack.
Pass to Lloyd. The 3-ball. Drains the 3-pointer.
Today we're seeing what Lloyd can do. Put the ball in the bucket over and over. Her diverse skill set, it allows her to rack up some points.
It hasn't been a very good day for her, guys, and her team really needs her, desperately needs her to start burying those shots.
Wilson with the bucket.
Well, you know, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
Gray outside. Soft touch off the glass.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it seems like it's come from inside the paint. Buckle up on defense.
Yeah, it's time to collapse down and make them shoot jumpers. This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
And making it ugly.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Aces on top, leading by 17. And we're coming back right after this break to get the 4th quarter started. Welcome back as the 4th quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Pass to Stokes. Evans. Outside Lloyd. 3-pointer. Anya Wade grabs the board. Here's Banham. Gray defending. Banham. For 3, Kia Nurse. The 3-pointer is on target.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap up since the start of the 2nd half.
Their snipers are starting to do their thing, and that's really going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Down low, Stokes. Great D that time from Elizabeth Williams. Nurse with it. Pass to Allen. Launches it. Rebounded by Jewel Lloyd. Left side, Evans. There's the triple. The Aces with another miss. Here's Banham. Evans covering. Here's Allen. From outside, off the mark. There's Jewel Lloyd with the three. Mr. Ball meets Mr. Basket for a fifth happy pairing of the game. She's 5 for 9. Pass to Allen. Over Evans. Chicago again missing.
Ill-advised shot selection right there.
I'll say that was lower than low percentage.
No chance.
There's Jewel Lloyd with the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Lets it go from deep. And the Sky get it back. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Atkins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nailed from three-point land.
It's just cool to see Atkins have fun playing the game. And I love how she brings great character and personality to her team.
And here's Young. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Good call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
And she sort of lowered her shoulder into her, too. A move you perfected, actually. But they were going to get her there one way or the other.
Back to Vandersloot. The three is up. And again, it's the Sky from deep.
And Vandersloot can make this shot, especially when the defense isn't guarding her very tightly.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Here's Lloyd. And the Aces tack on 2 more.
Working over this defense. Lloyd can beat you from all 3 levels.
Right wing. Cardoso, high post. Arvatius is there. Out of bounds, it'll be Aces ball. Timeout called the Aces. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. And it's good. 2 points.
And they're getting that lead way up there right now. It should be easy for them the rest of the way.
Yeah, and at this late stage of a game, a lead like that has a team feeling awfully good.
And the other one bad.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
Wilson outside. There's the foul, and it's going to go on Angel Reese. That's her first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. And it's the Aces with the ball. Here's Gustafson. Banked in off the glass.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
No question who's been in control of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They've really taken charge.
Back to Evans. Pass to Gustafson. Mitchell defended by Nurse. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And she looked a little clumsy on that one. Not going to get away with that.
Yeah, she climbed all over her. You know, it's funny. I was just looking at the officiating manual. I'm pretty sure there's a picture of that in there.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, dependable players like Tiffany Mitchell really lift your team. You can count on her to work hard and produce points.
Shot high post. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Now the Aces with it. The lead is 15. And the first one at the line is good. Both good at the line. it's the Aces winning this one easily. So that's going to do it for this one, folks. Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. And tonight we've got the Las Vegas Aces playing against the Chicago Sky. And from near Southside Chicago, I'm Blake Sunigal, joined by Brian Vanafratemi and Tim Swartz. We're ready for some hoops. Over to the left wing. Goes up at the stripe, and Bray gets it to go.
A hard worker who is always getting better. Bray's mid-range game is pretty fine-tuned now.
Here's Vandersloot. Rebound Cheyenne Parker-Tyus. Here's Las Vegas. Here's Lloyd. The rebound by the Sky. Vandersloot with it. Picked up by Lloyd. Pass to Reese. Not watching the line there, and that'll be a backcourt violation. Kelsey Gray for three. And that one good. Cheyenne Parker-Tyus with the dime.
An excellent cutter who plays well without the ball. Defenders have to lock in on Gray.
Here's Vandersloot, and she sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Now here's Gray. She has 5. Down low.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Pass to Cardoso. Willoughby. Let's go with a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
You have to account for Willoughby from beyond the arc. Her 3-ball is one of her greatest assets.
Parker-Tyus outside. Young. She's covered by Willoughby. Young's shot is off.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. Because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Here's Reese. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2. That one's off. And they now lead as the free throw drops for her. Now Young. Gray outside. 11 feet out. And that's good. Off the glass that time.
Nice find from Young. Her 6 feet height helps her get clean passes off. Gives her a great view of the court as well.
Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Willoughby. Here's Atkins. From deep. It's hauled in by Chelsea Gray. And it's Dana Evans penetrating. Three-pointer, Jackie Young. Good on the triple.
Well, usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Here's Vandersloot. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
The Aces leading. Pass to Parker Tyus. Young. Off with the layup. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Vandersloot. Outside Reese. Shoots over Parker Tyus. Reese gets the bucket.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Now the Aces with it. Pass to Wilson. Here's Young. That's good, and it's Asia Wilson with the assist.
And this is how you finish through contact. Young showing some strength.
Here's Vandersloot. It's hauled in by the Aces.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Gray. That one goes in for 2, making it look easy. She's now 4 for 4.
Using a soft touch and a purposeful offensive approach, Gray's able to finish around the basket in a variety of ways.
Now here's Vandersloot. From deep, Ariel Atkins. And the 3 ball is good.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Wilson, right side. Seven-foot shot. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Aces on top, up by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second. And it's been a tight one here as the second quarter getting going. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
Lots of their points have come from shots inside the key.
And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward. I mean, why change the plan until they make you?
Absolutely.
Phantom's shot is good. The Aces trailing. Passy Pupa. Outside Young. No good from outside. Here's Banham. Sweet move, and count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for 1 more. First trip to the free throw line for her tonight. And the free throw, no good. Inside, Evans. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jewel Lloyd.
Don't be fooled by Evans' 5'6" height. Dana can more than hold her own around the hoop.
On the wing, Rebecca Allen. Covered by Lloyd. Here's Allen. Williams. Nurse. Guarded by Young. 4 on the shot clock. The 3. Rachel Banham, and that's good.
She's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a single point in the first quarter.
And there's the foul. It'll be on Kia Nurse. That is her first foul of the game. The Aces making a switch. 1.5 minutes gone in the second quarter. Good on the shot.
You don't see too many players anymore score from this area, but Lloyd has an old school feel to her game.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. Chicago leading. And here's Banham. 7 points in the game. Williams to the wing, right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
And Lloyd gets it to go.
Well, we are seeing why Lloyd was dubbed the Gold Mamba. She's got the mentality to answer right back.
Pass to Allen. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer.
3's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3.
Outside Evans. There's the 3. Another 3 for Las Vegas.
Well, straight up, the defense, they cannot let Evans get breathing room. But this is going to happen from deep.
On the wing, Rebecca Allen. And again, it's the Sky from deep.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick out the pass and get the assist.
Three-pointer, Jackie Young. That ball is in the basket. She's now shot 6 and made 3.
Oh, Jackie Young, an emphatic response.
Here's Banham. Gray defending. Here's Allen. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Pass to Gray. From the arc. Anya Nwede grabs the board. Here's Chicago now. Outside Williams. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. That one on Gustafson.
Good idea to just foul Williams. She's an average free throw shooter. Don't give her easy looks.
That's all. Off as well, so she misses both. Pass to Wilson. She nails it, and we're tied up.
I'd say you're fooling yourself if you think Wilson's afraid of a little contact, because she'll go up against anybody.
20 feet out. A nice shot by Vandersloot. And they can go 2 for 1.
Most importantly, play it smart.
Gray with it. She's got 9. From the elbow. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Here's Chicago now. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. And stolen by Asia Wilson. An open look for Jackie Young. And the Aces tack on 2 more.
Her efficient scoring. A nice lift to their offense tonight.
Pass to Williams. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Parker Tyus. Here's Young. Yes. Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Aces on top, up 4. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And really an incredible game from Young.
She is such a dynamic scorer. That much we know. And her talent really was on full display in the first half.
Yeah, look, there's no way around it. She's a hard player to keep down. And so far, they haven't found the answer for her and there might not be one.
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
Such a fearless competitor. Jewell Loyd is not afraid to go into contact on the way up.
That's also good, so she hits them both. Chicago trailing here. Vandersloot outside. Pass to Reese. Shoots over Wilson. Reese gets the bucket. And the Aces with possession. Now Parker Tyus. There's Jewell Loyd with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's some assertive shooting from Loyd in the corner. She knows that she's got to be able to hit that shot.
Reese, no good.
Just a slight advantage for them in the rebound department.
Yeah, especially when you're scoring the ball at even a decent clip. They've done what's necessary to take the lead. It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, her offense will be there for them.
Now a timeout called by Chicago. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Now here's Willoughby. Guarded closely, and that's a foul called on Cheyenne Parker Tyus. That's her first foul. 90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Reese.
Man, and they're 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Off the mark there with the 3. Wilson outside. The second effort. Doesn't get it to drop for her. And nice D from Angel Reese.
She's tried to get it going, but the shots simply haven't been dropping for her.
Hits it from 3-point range.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the 3 ball.
Outside Loyd. Pass to Young. Now here's Wilson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Parker Tyus. Covered by Cardoso. No coverage that time.
Moving the ball well out of the front court. Wilson with a nice find.
Vandersloot outside. Willoughby with it. Outside Reese. Shoots over Wilson. Here's Cardoso. And she was fouled in the act of shooting. An opportunity for a 3-point play.
She is a coach's dream, guys. Absolutely tireless. Never gives in, never gives up. And that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
The Aces leading. Outside Young. It's hauled in by Reese. And so it's Chicago with it. From downtown, gets a 3-pointer to fall.
Well, for the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her 3-point attempt.
Pass to Gray. Here's Parker Tyus. Parker Tyus the screen. Young shot is off.
Great look. Disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
Courtney Vandersloot for 3. They get it back. And there's the call on Parker Tyus. That is her 3rd foul so far. Now here's Allen. 9 points in the game. Now Wilson. Here's Evans. And she's good on the 3 ball.
Confident shot from Evans. Loves putting it up. Believes in herself.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Banham. Fires the 3. Here's Onion Wade. A strong finish under heavy pressure from the defense.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half. Getting away from the 3-point shot.
Here's Young. And it's blocked by Rebecca Allen. And she recovers it. Kicks it out to Wilson. Asi Pupa. To the paint. Here's Gustafson. Here's Banham. 7 points in the game. Courtney Vandersloot for three. It's good from long range. And that ties it up. Here's Ipupa. Wilson. And the shot goes in. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Aces ahead. They're up by 2. And fourth quarter. And we're set to start up the action in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. And here's Gray. From past the arc, it's good, as 5 others before it were. She's now shooting 6 for 7.
Because of Gray's masterful and sophisticated offensive acumen, opposing coaches have problems game planning for her.
Pass to Allen. Banham. Lets it go from deep. And Allen gets it to go.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a 3-point contest.
They set the screen. And again, it's Las Vegas.
Excellent creativity and decisiveness as a ball handler. Gray is no stranger to initiating some offense.
Now here is Lloyd. She's covered by Allen. The 3. They get it back. Stokes. Great D that time from Elizabeth Williams. Pass to Onion Wade. To the middle. Stolen by Gustafson. Evans with it. And Nurse picks her up defensively. Evans misses. The Sky trail. Here's Allen. The three-pointer, no good. Gray outside. Good once again. That makes her 8 for 9 this game.
A smart player. Gray plays to her strengths and generally makes quick and precise decisions.
It's Kia Nurse on the wing. Cans it from downtown.
Boy, Ryan, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
And it's the Aces with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Young. Good, and it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
Pays great attention to detail. Gray is alert and constantly looking for open teammates.
Vandersloot, no good. Here's Las Vegas. 6-point lead. And a foul called on Vandersloot. That is her first foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. Gray outside. Parker Tyus on the right. 5 on the clock. Gray with it. Vandersloot covering. And Gray gets it to go.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Here's Reese. They get it again. And a basket by Cardoso.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Lets the floater go. And it's Courtney Vandersloot with the rebound. And it's the Sky ball. 6-point game. Cardoso can't get it to go. Wilson outside. There's the foul, and it's going to go on Angel Reese. That is her first foul of the game. Vandersloot defending. To the inside. Here's Wilson. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
When Wilson gets the rock down low, it's almost automatic. So effective, close in.
And it falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Big time for Vandersloot with her ability to pass the ball, shoot the ball. She is so dangerous to have the ball late in games.
He gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 7-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
It's Jocelyn Willoughby on the wing. Back to Vandersloot. This one for 3. Connects! And now they trail by just 4.
Shows no hesitation in big moments. When it matters most, Vandersloot's a difference maker.
And so it looks like the Aces will retain possession here.
So close to picking that pass up.
Still a nice play, though, to make sure the pass didn't reach the target.
Gray outside. Lloyd. Pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by the Sky.
Well, it's urgent time right now for them.
No doubt. They need points, and they need points fast. A player you can certainly trust down the stretch. Willoughby's a high-volume scorer with supreme confidence in the play.
That's right. No other option but to foul and, just hope for some misses.
Yep, they have to extend the game and use every last second on that clock.
And so she drops them both. And it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt here.
Here's Reese. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, that's a good end to a not-so-good possession.
Timeout called the Aces. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Yeah, and that's a good point. They just could not waste any more time.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a 3. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so the Las Vegas Aces have won the series.
What an incredible accomplishment, getting to the WNBA Finals. I'm just telling the players, enjoy this. Every player in the world dreams getting to a finals.
It's just so difficult to win a series. To even get to this point, to take the next step, hats off to this team. Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Atlanta Dream going up against the Las Vegas Aces. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Now here's Gray. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Here's Young. Parker ties the screen, and it's Jackie Young with the 3.
Come on. You can't leave her alone like that, especially from long range.
Pass to Jones. Picked by Jones. And a drive by Alicia Gray. Wilson pulls it down.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Young. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. Misses the layup. And here the Dream. It's a three-point game. Griner with the ball. Arvatius is there. Griner, good.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Griner shows the ability to power through contact.
Pass to Wilson. Shoots over Jones. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, her offense will be there for them.
Outside Canada. Now Gray. Tries again. And a layup good by Griner.
Well, not only does a 6'9" height help Griner get the rebound, once she secures it, she's so close to the hoop, those second effort points come easy.
Now here's Gray. Outside Young. Back to Gray. Fires for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
So dangerous in that pick and roll set. Gray can move the ball, but option 1 is her excellent shot.
Outside Howard. Screen by Griner. Ryan Howard, and that's good.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
To the paint. And Jones pulls it down.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Outside Howard. This one for 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
I love Howard's decision-making offensively, especially off the catch right there.
To the middle. Here's Wilson. And it's good. 2 points.
I'll bet her percentage is pretty high from that range.
Outside Howard. Pass to Canada. Here's Griner. Griner with the screen. Here's Gray. And Atlanta, another bucket.
Quality look from Gray. I mean, she's going to shoot it from there when she gets the chance every time.
And here's Wilson. Young with it. Guarded by Howard. Out to Gray. Takes the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Pass to Jones. Howard. Here's Griner. Lays it up and banks it in.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They're having their way down low right now.
Lloyd from long range. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jackie Young.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
Outside Howard. Shoots over Parker Tyus. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. The Aces on top, up 2. And we've got more exciting basketball action coming your way right after the break. A close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
Well, the ball movement from them in the first half, absolutely terrific.
Very timely passing from them, and that's fun to watch.
And here are the Aces now. Outside Evans. Back to Young for 3. Evens things up with that basket. Her second of 4, shooting 50%.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Had a nice open look right there.
Well, when Howard is knocking down threes, Ryan is unguardable.
Back to Young. Pass to Stokes. Clock at 4. Here's Gustafson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Howard with the ball. Pass to Walker-Kimbrough. Now Tolliver fires the 3. And the Dream, another 3.
An elite distance shooter with seemingly limitless range. Tolliver is a threat to score whenever she crosses half court.
Now here's Young. She's got 6. Here's Gustafson. And it's good. Caught through the contact, hit the shot, and she'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for her tonight. One shot. And the Dream call time here.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
The Dream trail. Outside Canada. Walker-Kimbrough. Jones. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
These inside looks are what Jones is all about, and she knows how to outwork the defense.
Screen by Gustafson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
For that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Connects from three-point range.
Wow. 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something else on defense.
Gray outside. Young. That's good for her third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, look, we know the story of the first quarter. She had trouble hitting any shots with any real efficiency, but in the second quarter, she's turned it around.
Here's Hillman. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Howard gets the bucket.
That's her 5th three-pointer of the half, filling it up.
Gray outside. Up top, Young. There's Jewel Lloyd with the 3. Her aim is not true. That makes her 1 for 2. Pass to Jones. Walker-Kimbrough. Howard. Evans covering. And again, it's Ryan Howard.
She is showing a killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend this lead.
Gray outside. Back to Lloyd. Aces tack on 2 more. Now Canada. Pass to Walker-Kimbrough. Jones for 3, Ryan Howard. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Now here is Lloyd. She's got 5. Evans misses.
Not only is the game neck and neck, but the rebounding battle is too. Very tight game on the boards.
Yeah, both teams have put in a terrific effort down low.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Down low. Stolen by Jones. Outside Canada. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Green out in front, up by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You know, Howard has just been exceptional here, fellas.
What I noticed more than anything about her first half offense was she didn't waste her opportunity. She made just about every good look she had.
And they were pretty much all good looks. I mean, her shot selection has been phenomenal throughout the game.
Here's Gray.